Hi, my name is Jacob. I'm a co-founder of Trending Topics and I'm on my way to meet Travis Pittman, who is a co-founder of TourRadar. TourRadar is one of the most successful Austrian startups and they just announced a massive investment round of $50 million. And I want to find out what they are going to do with the big sum of money. See you soon. $50 million investment. That's a massive funding round.
Yep.
Please tell us, how did you raise so much money?
It's a fairly long story, but I'll keep it as short as I can. I think it actually stems back to our original angel investor, Eric Blatchford. He was the first CEO of Expedia. His involvement and confidence in what we're doing and obviously seeing the opportunity has obviously impressed upon a Silicon Valley investor, which normally wouldn't look at a startup in Austria. But I think it's validation that we've done a few things right along the way. So I think, you talk about product market fit, you talk about getting things, to a scaling stage, and that's what we did with our Series B, which was only 7 or 8 months ago, and that's kind of, we've proven that unit economics and things are working, and now it's about scaling up, and in the scaling and real growth phase, you need cash.
A few weeks ago, we wrote that TourRadar is one of Austria's most promising startups.
Okay, yeah, great.
From your point of view, why is TourRadar valued that high?
I would say we've found the right niche. So I'd like to call it a big niche. It's kind of the last frontier of the travel industry. So multi-day touring was something that no one believed in. And still, it's only just starting to get on the radar. And my brother and I, really believed in it. We saw the long-term potential of it. And I think when you stick to that and you don't go outside, so we could have gone to day tours. We could have started competing with Viator, with Get Your Guide, even Airbnb experiences, that sort of thing. But we didn't want to, we felt we could stay focused on this. And I guess that's what, at the end of the day, they like that laser-focused, area that we wanted to stick with, and we haven't been kind of distracted away from that.
$50 million.
Yeah.
What will you do with that huge pile of money?
Yeah, it's I don't think fully sunk in yet. It was only about a week ago I told the team. It's very important not to get too caught up and too excited by it. Having the cash in the bank just makes you think longer term. I think so many startups, including ourselves until today, have just had to think short term. The nice thing about this is it allows us and the team to think bigger. And that could be new markets, it could be we might identify a technology or a team that actually really will accelerate our growth that we could potentially acquire. And it gives you those opportunities to start thinking about that.
So you got a lot of VCs on your cap table.
Yep.
Is the company still led by the founders? Are you still in the driver's seat?
Yeah, that's actually something I'm really happy about and really proud of, is that we are given a lot of autonomy. They're fantastic, they're all very supportive, they're very solution focused, so there's no blaming as such, things go wrong all the time, but it's not about, okay, who messed up, it's like, what do we need to do to fix it, or what do we do to get ourselves out of these things. So obviously, over time, as things get bigger and bigger, we'll be looking to the board for their support. And I think it's not really being taken out of the driver's seat as such, it's more just being helped along, which is what I'm looking forward to, because it is getting to be a very big business now. We've got 130 people, in 3 offices globally. That's only going to increase. And so, again, having that experience from people to hold our hand along the way and sort of help us not make those mistakes is very key to what I'm sort of looking for.
How do you plan to compete with all the big names, Expedia, Booking.com?
Yep.
What's your strategy?
Yeah, I think it comes back to the niche factor. So multi-day touring has not been focused on by any of those guys. There's things around the edge where we get affected. So you know, if Airbnb are doing a great job with experiences, for example, that might attract someone to do just a short trip rather than actually thinking, okay, let's just do a bigger multi-day experience. So that'll start to affect market share to some degree. But I feel we are playing in a space that has been traditionally owned by offline travel agents, and what we're doing is just bringing that online. So it's not putting a new link in the chain or anything like that. It's just simply saying, let's bring that online. We've tried a lot of different business models along the way. This one, again, it comes back to how did it work in the past, and it's a commission based. So we work with our tour operators. If we make a sale, we earn a commission on sale. So that's basically it. Yeah, straightforward.
Who's your typical customer, and what's the most popular tour booked on your platform?
Sure. So yeah, we've got 18 to 35-year-olds is our biggest demographic to date. That has been shifting somewhat, definitely as we've brought new product on board. So the 50-plus demographic is becoming a bigger and bigger part of our market. But you know what has been selling really well for us are things like in Thailand. So like a week in Thailand, just looking around, kind of a bit of party, a bit of adventure, that sort of thing. The other stuff that sells really well for us is Europe. So a lot of the Australians and Americans don't get a lot of holidays, or they've got to come a long way for their holidays. So they want to see as much as they can in the shortest time as possible. So they use it as a bit of a taster to see, the whole of Europe, and then they go back and actually dig deeper into things. So and in between, we've got the adventure. So the really cool stuff. So I mean, kayaking in Costa Rica, or Kilimanjaro treks, or Inca Trail, and those things. So it's not just commodity products like flights, hotels. It's commodity products, but with the experiences we're selling life enriching experiences. It's something of value.